Alright, so I'm sitting here. I'm fixing to start uploading this video. I'm actually at work. I'm working nights right now, doing concrete. But I was fixing to upload this video. I figured I'd give it a little bit of context. My dad came down for Thanksgiving, and I'm getting ready to pull the motor out of my car for over winter, doing some stuff to it. And I want to go through it. I just want to check everything. And I want to redo the fuel system on my car. I want to clean my engine bay up, add a catch can, just some stuff like that. And before I pull the motor out, there's a couple things I wanted to check so that I can work on potentially fixing it while the motor's out. So I took the car out. My dad and I took the car out for a test hit. We didn't get the first run, the first test hit on video. I should have. But with this converter in the car, because the converter is a lot looser, the car's not making a whole lot of boost. It only made about 12 pounds. Even with the boost control putting pressure on top of the wastegate. And what I've come to figure out, and what I believe is the problem, is I have a bunch of back pressure. Because, well, two reasons. One, because I have the whole exhaust on the car right now. And two, because the turbo is small. And so I took the car out. My dad and I took the car out. It made 12 pounds. And then I thought about it overnight. And we got up the next morning. I went outside and I unhooked the the reference line to my wastegate. I left the dome line hooked up, but unhooked the reference line so that exhaust back pressure would open the wastegate, not boost pressure. And then this video is my dad and I taking the car back out after I've done that, and the car actually making how much boost I'm targeting. I was targeting 20 psi. It made between 18, and it spiked for like not even 1 second to 22 pounds and then fell back down. So until I get my, I guess I'm going to have to probably end up putting a bigger turbo on it. The exhaust side of the turbo is too small. The whole entire turbo is really too small for the cubic inches of the motor. But until I do that, I'll probably run the wastegate with no reference. Just so it makes the boost that it's supposed to, because with the reference and back pressure, it's pushing the wastegate open really soon and holding it open. And you actually hear in the video, after I leave, it comes up on boost and you actually hear the wastegate open. Well, prior, when my dad and I had taken the car out for a drive, I blew one of the boost pipes off. And in the video, you hear, because the full exhaust is on it and the car is not as loud, you actually hear the wastegate open violently. And when I heard it, I thought I blew a boost line off, and I let off the throttle and then got back into it. And the car only made 10 psi on the two-step too, so that's perfect. In theory, I could up the spring pressure to compensate for the back pressure and everything, or I could go to CO2 control, which I wouldn't mind doing, but I'm completely out of outputs, so I would have to buy the Holley output extender for the Terminator, and they're not cheap. Which I may do over winter, I don't know, but for now, that's not my plan. It made 10 psi on the two-step. I'm scared to put a stiffer spring in it. I could put, because I think right now it's got a 12-pound spring in it, or an 11-pound spring or something like that. I could put a 14-pound spring in, or a 16-pound spring in it, and it compensate for the back pressure. But what I'm scared of is on the two-step, it's going to make too much boost. and I won't be able to turn my two-step up real high. I have to turn my two-step way down to bring the boost pressure back down, which would completely defeat the purpose. So that's one reason why people run CO2 control, and that's why I would like to run CO2 control, is because you can target pretty much whatever you want on the two-step. I could have no boost, almost, if I wanted to on the two-step. And then bring all the boost in down the track. And with CO2, you can bring as much as you want, because you put however much on top of the dome to make X amount of boost. So like, say right now, for me to make 20 pounds, I might have to put on top of the spring pressure 30 pounds of dome on it to get it to make 20 pounds, because I think my boost pressure is well beyond 1-to-1. So, but that's just a little bit of what's going on in this video. I did not film taking the reference line off. All I did was unhook it and kink it with a zip tie. I left it there. I didn't take it off the car. And yeah, so that's the premise of this video. I'll be pulling the motor out of the car soon. I just got to figure out where I want to put the motor so I can work on it. But I will be doing that soon, so that's to come. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a quick drive with me and my dad, just kind of us bullshitting in the car, and then a nice hit, making 20 pounds. But the motor will be coming out. That was probably the last time I'll take the car out for a drive, and the motor is going to come out now so that I can pull it down and go through it. And I want to do some stuff to it. I want to freshen it up. I want to replace the lifters. I'd like to try to replace the heads if I can come up with the funds, but if not, then I'll just leave these heads on it for now. And just go through everything, make sure there's no oil leaks, etc., because it's leaking oil from a couple places, mainly out of the valve covers. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. I might get them to tighten it up a little bit. Not like lower the stall, but tighten the, just tighten the converter up a little bit.
it blew a pipe off.
I did too, but it wasn't. It was just the wastegate popping open.
It was rolling the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah, it made 22-ish pounds. Gets me every time.
We were definitely fucking rolling.
Spinning.
Yeah, spinning a lot. Blew through first and second.
Yeah. Felt good though. Sounded good. It didn't sound like it was doing anything stupid.
Didn't sound like it was breaking up any at all.
Mm-mm. But, right, I can go out and do that. It'll be perfect. Go to the track, it'll break up all the way down the track.
Just like owning a boat. That bitch will run good sitting in the yard. Put that bitch in the water and it won't run worth a damn.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
Yep. You remember, boat used to run good sitting in the fucking house.
I know.
We go put that bitch in the water, it wouldn't run for shit.
Yeah, you can tell this ain't got a high stall in
Yeah.
It's aggravating. It's like I said, you take it out right there. It ran